Hey, what's up? It's Graydon here with Forever Booked, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get 46 hyper-qualified new clients for your med spa per month without spending any money on ads. So this program was actually created with one of my clients, Lauren and Diane Howard. They own a med spa named, it's called Aesthetic Finesse. And when I first started working with Lauren and Diane, they didn't want to bring in any clients through social media. Social media is a great way to bring in people. You can run ads. We teach our clients how to run ads through social media. It works great. But for him, he wanted to do it entirely through referrals. And so that's what we did. In 3 months' time, we built out a program together. He sent out about 700 referral requests. He had 250 people respond positively. He booked in 138 new clients. So that's 46 new patients per month, 12 per week, 2.5 per day. So just imagine bringing in 2.5 new clients every day for your clinic entirely through referrals. It's pretty insane. And the reason you want to do that is because referred clients are the best clients. We all know that referred clients are the easiest to work with. They're the most fun to work with. They have more realistic expectations. They're easier to sell because they're pre-sold through their friend. They spend more and they cost less to acquire. So referred clients are the best clients. We all want to bring in more referrals. The problem is that they're not consistent and it's hard to get a lot of them. And this makes it hard to scale through clinic referrals alone. So what if there's a way to get referrals with the same reliability as paid ads? And there is. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So we first need to go over the 2 reasons why med spas don't get enough referrals. The first reason is that they're just not good enough. And the second reason that they don't ask properly. Now, a lot of people talk about reason number 2 and solutions for that, different, tools, tricks, softwares that you can use to request referrals. But they don't talk about number 1, and that's actually the main driving factor why a lot of people don't get enough referrals. Is because clients just genuinely don't want to refer their friends. So let's dive into that a bit. This quote here, I hear a lot of business owners say this. They say, everyone loves our stuff. We just need to get the word out. And us marketers are guilty of saying a similar thing. We say it doesn't matter how good you are if you can't market. Now, there is some truth to this, but the hard truth is that if your business was truly remarkable, meaning worthy of remark, you'd actually be much busier. And the thing is that most clinics are great, but they're not exceptional. Exceptional is super rare. It's what generates a lot of referrals, but it's also very difficult to do. And that's why not every business has a ton of referrals coming in just naturally. And the reason for this is because people speak up either when they're super happy or super angry, not in between. So I made this little graph here. There's this quiet zone where roughly 80% of the customers are in, right? Either they're kind of indifferent, or they're happy, or they're just like a bit happy, or they're even a bit disappointed. In this zone, people don't say anything because the emotions aren't high enough for them to spread the word. People only tell their friends when they're incredibly blown away and when they're pissed off, right? And you've experienced the same thing. You only want to tell people something of a business if you can't believe how good their service was, or you just absolutely hate the business, you feel cheated, and you want to tell everyone how bad that business is to get back at them. And so the key is to obviously not be down here, not even be here. You want to get up here. You want to get as many clients in that referral zone as possible. Now, why don't people refer in the quiet zone? Partly because they're just not motivated to. There's no reason to do it. And also, people take a social risk when they refer a business, right? So if you refer a friend to another business, if that friend has a bad experience, you lose brownie points with that friend. And so naturally, you're going to be very selective of the businesses that you recommend to other friends. You want to be super confident the business is going to treat that friend very well. All right, so how to be so good that people want to refer you, right? This is the base of how you get a lot of referrals. You need to just be really good and blow people away. So we must first understand that people who sell stuff are selling 2 things. The first thing they're selling is the content, which is what people consume. In your case, it's your treatments. And the second thing is a context, which is everything that surrounds the content, everything that frames it to make that content more or less valuable. In a lot of cases, it's the actual environment. And the best way to think about it is like a glass of water. So if you have a glass of water, the water itself, what it's holding, the content is the water, and in your case, it's the treatment. And then the glass is everything else. It's the container that surrounds the treatment. If that doesn't make sense right now, it will in a second. So how to maximize content, AKA your treatments? Well, there's 2 main things you can do: get faster results and get better results. I'm not going to go super deep into, the treatments you should do and the technique. I'm not a treatment expert, but my dad, Dr. Peter Ursel, he has a clinic, med spa, for over 20 years now. And to get faster results, he actually created a PDF report called the Cosmetic Sweet Spot. And the whole idea behind this was that he noticed a pattern, like whenever he saw new patients, they would usually have that one thing that was really bothering them. And if he could fix that one thing in the first appointment, that person would be absolutely blown away. They'd be super happy. They would instantly become an advocate of his business. And so it really became his focus when people saw him. Obviously, he wanted to get them on a full treatment plan, but if he could just first focus on that one thing that was bothering them and make them feel better and make them look better, he could give them a great result and get them super happy. So he created a report of different case studies for this. This is actually my dad's before and after right here. He likes to inject filler in the corners of your mouth. It's a very easy treatment. You do it and you get a nice lift to your smile. You don't look like you're frowning anymore. It's a relatively inexpensive treatment that gets people really fast results. They don't look fake or plastic or anything. Look at this before and after photo right here. So he shows people these results all the time. When people come in, if they have a similar issue, he can say, look, I've already solved it with this client. He does it literally in 30 minutes, and that person is going to be super happy and more than willing to refer their friends after that. Another thing is thin lips. Lots of people suffer with that, and this is something you can fix relatively quickly. Pigmentation as well. So he uses broadband light or BBL. Obviously, there's long-term results for this as well, but he can get very quick results. So the key is to focus on that one thing that people are concerned about and try to fix it as soon as possible. And then you can move on to fixing their other issues. All right, how to get better results. One thing you can do is focus on a fast start program. So this is usually after you fix their one issue, you get people on an 8 to 12 week boot camp where you combine treatments together. You get people to come in a lot, very frequently over that time frame to get them really dramatic results. And the reason you want to do this is because people are very willing to spend money early on in the customer journey. Their pain is at the highest. And if you can show them how you can get better results, you might as well put together a full package of all the things you offer and offer that to them in a very intensive short-term program. Another thing you can do is combination therapy. So one way we describe this is the 3Ds of aging: descent, deflation, and deterioration. The three things that if you treat all of them together with different treatments, you can get people much better results. Home care as well. You want to include home care. It contributes 20 to 30% of results. And don't spread yourself too thin. So this is super important in any business, but in a med spa, I see so many clinics who buy, they buy all the machines, they buy all the toys. They end up doing absolutely everything and they lose focus on what they're actually good at. Like just me personally, when I go to any business, I trust businesses more that really focus on a narrow area of expertise and are really, really good at it. And there's so many clinics who maybe they have high revenue, but they also have super high expenses because they have so many machines, so many staff. It's so complicated. So generally as a med spa, especially when you're starting out, you just want to, just focus on injectables or just facial rejuvenation or just body sculpting and get good at those things and get really good results so people refer. So that's it for results. Again, I'm not a treatment expert, so I'm not going to go super deep into this, but this is what I can recommend based on my experience working with clinics for 6 years. And then lastly, here are some examples of how you can present fast start treatment programs with combination therapy. So in our program, we provide clients tools to easily make these packages. I call these 3-tier packages. And what you do is you present sort of a good, better, best version of these treatments. This particular one just mixes 2 treatments together, Secret RF and Laser Genesis. And this package combines Botox, IPL, chemical peels, and hydrofacial. So this is a perfect example of one of those fast start treatment programs that combines treatments. If someone does this program, they're going to get really amazing results. All right, how to maximize context. So this one's a big one. This is something that you should be continuously working on over and over again, day by day in your clinic to it's really about maximizing the experience for your client. So the context, everything that frames your treatments to make them more valuable. Context is a lot more important than people think. This extreme example is this experiment of Joshua Bell playing violin in the metro. So he's one of the world's top violinists. There was an experiment where he played all day in the London metro and he got just about the same attention as any old busker off the street, even though he was playing world-class violin music. So it shows you that even though you may be the best in the world at something, even though your content is world-class, you spent years and years building up your actual deliverable, your service. If you don't put yourself in the right environment, you're going to screw yourself over and you're not going to get the recognition, the payment, the compensation that you deserve. So don't be the equivalent of Joshua Bell in your med spa, having like really good treatments, but not creating the right environment to set things up in a way to command top prices for those treatments. So one of my clients, Nathan Strom, he also runs a consultancy for med spa sales, and he likes to talk about the five senses. You want to engage the five senses when someone comes into your clinic. So sight, is your clinic spotless? Does the receptionist greet warmly? Is there sound? What music's playing? Does it match your brand? The smell, does your clinic have a signature scent? Taste, do you offer premium chilled beverages? Touch, are your furnishings comfortable? And does the physical environment feel welcoming? So this is really important. You really need to spend time to make sure your atmosphere, your vibe, everything is just totally immaculate and on point, and that it justifies the price that you're going to be asking. Also, you should create your own unique process. So this is something called the perfect patient pathway. I just created this graph a couple years ago with my dad, or this graphic. And what we're doing is we're just mapping out the ideal pathway, the ideal patient journey for one of his clients. So for one of his clients, they're going to first, they're going to look around the internet, discovery, they're going to research, they're going to contact them. They come in to do a mini consult and a treatment, which could often be the treatment that is the cosmetic sweet spot to fix their number one concern. He likes to do a full facial analysis for the 3Ds, which is the descent, deflation, and deterioration. Get them started on that 8 to 12 week fast start program, reassess after, get a referral or a testimonial, and then get them on a maintenance program. So that's his ideal process. And taking the time to lay this out, even just for yourself, it's a very good exercise as a business owner because it brings clarity on into how you actually deliver results for clients. But you can actually present this to clients, and you can even brand it as your own unique process. And this is just going to make your business even more unique, less commoditized, and people are going to respect you a lot more. I know that when I go into a business, I don't want them to just be another delivery person or middleman for a commoditized product. You don't just want to be a middleman, a commoditized provider for Botox or laser or cool sculpting or whatever the brand name of the treatment is. You want to have your own unique way to deliver that treatment. And that's what's going to make people respect you and willing to pay top price. So from my own experience, I have way more trust and respect for a provider that has a unique system. I don't want them to just talk about how they have the best treatments. I want to hear them talk about how they deploy those treatments in their own way to get the best results. And this shows a high level of passion and gives me confidence to refer other people to that business or to that clinic. Because then people are going to be like, well, they do Botox. Why don't I just get it cheaper from them? You want to develop your own unique system for delivering those treatments in a unique way to get the best results. And you probably already have something that like this, especially if you've been in business for a while. You've figured out, what works, what doesn't work, how you like to combine treatments, etc. You need to communicate that and codify it and actually create your own system. So an example for us is the 8-week agency implant system. This is the 8-week program that new clinics join when they join Forever Booked. We have a very, very clear process they go throughout those 8 weeks. And the goal is to implant an AI-enabled mini marketing agency in their med spa within 8 weeks. And this gives them total control over their marketing so they can get better results while eliminating reliance on expensive, ineffective agencies. So this is our whole shtick. It's our whole thing that we do for the first 8 weeks that someone works with us. We have it super laid out. It's branded. And when someone joins our program, it's unlike anything else they've seen. And we're less subject to commoditized pricing because we have our own unique system. And you want to create something similar in your clinic. All right, now how to properly ask for referrals. This is probably the part you've been waiting for. It's the sexy part. We can get to the tactics and strategies here. We have a full strategy, but first I want to talk about how important the offer is. So there's this company called Dropbox. I'm sure you've heard of them. They 39x their business in 15 months because they had one simple referral offer, which was if you enter your friend's name and email, you get up to 16 gigabytes of free space when you invite your friend. Just that one simple offer, an easy way to send that offer out to their friends, they 39x their business. So it shows you how important it is to have an offer when you refer people with your referral system. And the offer should not be cheap. So don't do like give 25, get 25. If you consider yourself a premium med spa, you need to give out more than an incentive of $25. So most referral programs don't work because the offers are too cheap. Giving clients, 25 or even 50, it's just not enough if you consider yourself a premium clinic. People who do this don't know how much it actually costs to acquire a new client. And so they're not willing to invest in more generous incentives. So, and to give you some more perspective on this, acquiring clients is 5 times more expensive than keeping existing ones. 76% of patients consider themselves a lifetime client after the 3rd visit. The average lifetime value of a med spa patient is $2,000. And this is why you should be willing to spend more than $50 on your referral incentives. To hammer it home even more, let's go through the actual cost of acquiring a client through a paid acquisition channel like social media ads. So let's say you spend $1,500 on ads. Cost per lead is $15 on average. That's 100 leads, 20% booking rate, 20 appointments booked, $75 cost per appointment with an 80% show rate, 16 consults showed, $94 per show. Let's say you have a close rate of 50%. That's 8 new clients, $188 per new client. And then let's say that you need to give out a $100 discount for each of those clients you bring in. So it's about $288 to acquire a new client from social media. This is why you should be willing to spend at least $300 to acquire a client through a referral, because referred clients are going to be much more qualified than someone you bring in through paid media. So it makes sense, if you're going to spend $300 to acquire someone through Facebook or Meta or Google or whatever the platform is, why not just spend that money towards referral incentives, give it to your clients as bonuses, and you're going to acquire much higher quality clientele. This is what people they don't get this, and they're not willing to give out good referral incentives. And that's why the referral programs don't work very well. So the step one is to decide on your incentives. We've tested give 50, get 50, give 100, get 100, give 150, get 150, give 200, get 100. And this is what works the best so far. So you want to give 200 and then get 100. That means that a client, basically, when one of your clients refers one of their friends, they get a $100 credit. Their new friend gets a $200 credit. And you can also offer a gift or a bonus just for participating in the program. So you can give out a B12 shot or Starbucks gift cards. So here's an example of a table tent that our clients use. You set this up in your clinic. You say get 100 when you give 200. So basically, people sign up for this program. If their friend comes in and spends a certain amount of money, that friend gets a $200 credit, and the first person that sent them in gets a $100 credit. And the person that fills out the form and participates in the program gets a Starbucks gift card just for doing it. Step two, people fill out a referral sheet. You want to use a physical sheet because people are conditioned to fill out physical forms. Right when they buy, a great line is to say, who else might want to improve their skin with you? You know, people love doing things. They love improving themselves with other people. They like going to the gym with their friends. So someone just bought a package. Why not say, hey, does any of your friends want to improve their skin as well? Why not bring them on this journey with you? You can also use it as a pricing negotiation. So if someone buys a package and let's say it's $1,000, you can say, I can't do anything less than $1,000. But if you participate in our referral program, if you give us the numbers of at least 3 friends, I could bring that price down for you. So it gives a little give and take. You don't always want to just give discounts for no reason. Like sometimes people can lose respect. You lose your price integrity. So this gives you something that the client can do to get more of a discount. Step 3 is to take a selfie with the client. So this is something that I developed with Lauren Howard in his clinic. He noticed he got much better results when he sent out a selfie with the referral request. So basically, when the client fills out the sheet, the provider takes a selfie with that client. You can just say, look, people don't like getting texts from strangers. Why not have them see a picture of your beautiful face? So they take the selfie. The next thing we do is we text the friends that client provided us. They give us the name and phone number of their friends. We text them with the selfie and a special message with their credit. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can do this with a 3-way text. So this is very easy to get started, but it's hard to scale. Just with your iPhone, you can start a group message and send that out, make a 3-way introduction. The 2-way text is better. It's with our system. It's much easier to scale. You simply enter the names and numbers in this referral form, and our system does the rest. So with our system, we create this referral form for you. You enter the name and phone number of up to 5 friends. You click submit, and the text message is sent to those friends with the selfie, and our system follows up with AI to get those people booked in. Step 5 is to track appointments and pay credits. So when the referred friend comes in, you grant them a $200 credit. You want them to spend at least $300. You should only put it towards services, so they can't put it towards product. And as soon as the friend purchases, you text the referrer, the person that told them about your clinic, that hey, they got a $100 credit now because their friend came in. The credit should expire in 90 days, and you should encourage them to use that credit on a new service to encourage cross-selling. So you could even say, look, it's a $100 credit. If you put it towards this high-ticket laser, we can turn it into $150, just to encourage them to try out your other services and spend more money. And we have a system that manages all of the conversation. It manages everything, this whole referral system. We built it out. We have hundreds of clients using it. And when you use our system, it's all ready to go. So 3 keys to Lauren's results. The first one is generous incentives. I can't stress this enough. If people would just give better incentives, they would get much better results with their referral program. Number 2 is referrals should be done in clinic. A lot of clinics want to automate this and just give someone a QR code they can take home to fill out the form in their own time at home. But the fact is that people leave your clinic and they're not thinking about it. They get on with their life. They're going to forget about it. You will get some results with that way. You can get some results that way, but the clinics that really want to get great results with this, it's best done in the clinic when the client's actually there. It does take more work, but you're going to get way better results than if you try to automate this thing. So this system, it does take some work, but it's for clinics that really want to blow up their referrals and get a ton of new clients using this system. Step 3 is consistent implementation. Again, this referral takes work, but it's going to generate 3 to 5 more results than those automated referral programs that clients barely use and barely bring in any new patients. So that was this video. Thank you for watching. If you found it valuable, click the link below this video. You can fill out your information to download some free resources. I have some really good resources that you can use for free in your clinic. And if you're interested, you can get on a call with my team to talk about our whole program. We have a complete AI-enabled marketing system. We can literally install a mini marketing agency in your clinic so you can eliminate reliance on expensive agencies, finally take marketing into your own hands, get better results, and save money as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.